So are you enjoying the training? Do you think that your expectation is met from the training, or you're expecting something more, something less, something extra, or is it okay the way we are learning? Nilima, Pratap, Naresh, please let me know so that I can train accordingly. Is it your expectation is met from the training? What you expected?
Yes, sir. I
You're
am
getting.
very happy to join your batch because I told you that I already did this FI training with some other trainer, but
Hmm,
it was not that much great.
hmm.
And I see that you share a lot of real-time examples, which helps us a lot. Yeah, and it
Okay.
makes sense also, because I told you that I'm preparing for certification also, and there are
Huh.
some questions which get covered by your examples. So
Okay.
thank you very much, sir.
Okay, no, no. Thank you so much. I mean, because I'm also trying to become a good trainer. That's the reason I keep on taking your feedback also. Only one thing which you may not like about my training is my training is in depth. It is in detail. So if you don't practice, or if you don't read every day, whatever note and video I'm giving, then you may not understand at some point in time, or you may understand but you'll get confused. Okay. So please practice, read the materials, watch the video, and get yourself updated all the time. Because what happens when you give many things, then it may confuse you later. So please practice, 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 because it will make you a real-time consultant. Honestly speaking, as you rightly said, I'm giving a lot of content because I have watched so many YouTube videos. So many YouTube videos I have watched, and I myself have also taken training from so many trainers, and I have realized that there are a lot of things, lot of lacking is there in each training, in each YouTube video. That's the reason I'm trying to fill all those gap in my training. Okay. And unfortunately, I'm also not successful trainer because I have very less students. I don't know why they are not joining. Maybe they themselves don't know how to choose the right trainer. Maybe something I don't know. But I think training, even I'm also feeling that whatever training I'm giving is really, really great, because I have also watched many people trainer. So yeah, but let's see. I'm struggling. Maybe someday I'll also get success. Yeah, Pratap, you want to add something? You are
So,
unmuting
as
yourself.
Nilima has rightly said, you are giving very crystal clarity training, and your training is really up to the mark.
Hmm,
Just I want to add, you are saying why less students are coming. So, like in
hmm,
a original gold shop, there are very less customer, but in a duplicate gold shop, there are very good number of customers. So yours is the
hmm.
original gold shop. That's why customers are less at your shop.
Yeah,
uh,
sometime I'm also surprised, Pratap, honestly speaking, why they're not able to choose the right trainer. There are a lot of students are not getting success because of not having the right trainer. Don't you think that right trainer also plays a very important role to candidate for success? It plays, right?
Yes, sir,
Because
obviously.
if
right.
content itself is not given to you, then how will become perfect? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Now, one more thing I need from this class. My expectation is we are when we are working in a SAP. That
Huh,
time we used to go through lots of transactions, this option, that option.
huh,
So that becomes very difficult to sometimes understand like where that option will find and how can I execute those things in a proper way. So I
huh,
just need some help in that those areas. So where I will go to that particular thing and I will be able to check that option and like see there are multiple options to one transaction code. So
correct.
whenever we will explore that transaction code, we need to confident enough to handle that transaction code. And actually, I am lagging in that area only, sir.
Sure, sure. So whenever the topic come na, or anything, I'll be explaining each and everything in detail. Okay, okay, na Pratap.
Yes, yes.
So I'll be covering them. Yeah, Naresh, what about you? What you feel about the training?
Uh, Fine, sir.
Hmm?
No, sir, fine. Sir, I want to learn more scenarios, sir.
Huh.
That's why I joined in your, I mean, in your training, sir. Because you will cover, I have watched your videos in YouTube, sir.
Hmm.
Almost, I think the train, you will cover so many scenarios, sir. I'm expecting so many scenarios to cover in training also, sir. I mean, real time
Sure.
scenarios. At least
Sure.
90%, not delta, but 90% that one
Huh.
also. Yeah.
Sure. I'll cover it. Is just few classes we have covered, right? So based on that, I'm just trying to
Yes, sir.
understand either
Yes.
it is meeting your expectation, not meeting your expectation. You want something different way. Because
Hmm.
one thing I'm very sure, only for few months you'll be very excited to ask the question. You'll be very excited to learn new thing. But after some time, you'll become full like you don't have tongue. You'll not speak anything.
Sir, in
Okay.
our project, sir, SAP Signovia, I mean, is using, sir, SAP Signovia.
Uh,
Our architecture is using, sir. Actually,
hmm,
what we do in SAP Signovia, sir.
hmm, hmm. You're asking me or you're going to explain?
No. Actually, our architecture is doing some of the some activities in by using SAP Signovia, sir. We don't have
So
any access for. Yes, sir. Actually, what they will do, sir, in SAP Signovia, I mean,
oh, you're
functionality of
asking. Okay. I got it. So you're asking me. See here, Signabio. I have also used in one of the project. I have used. I don't know for what are the reasons Signabio is used, but what I have used it for preparing the process flow diagram. Any process, right? Architectural. Let's say
Okay.
you know how to run app, but if I same thing I want is to put in the diagram, then how will you put? He will tell go in F110, then run F110, send it for approval. If approval happen, go to next approval, right? You'll
Correct.
link it right by a diagram, correct?
Yes, sir.
So that is I have used for that purpose the Signavio. You have Signavio, your BGO, you have Linux, you have TOGAF. So these are the some tool, okay,
Mhm.
for the preparing the process flow diagram. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
I'm not sure why they have not given to you. Maybe you are not going to prepare any process flow diagram. Otherwise, generally we give to every consultant at least area wise. Finance one person, CO one person, SD one person. At least we give access to them. I'm not sure. I'm not authorized person to tell, but I got to know that Signavio is free license come with SAP purchase, because when I raised my concern to my manager that in last project we used BGO, then why you are using Signavio? We are very comfortable with BGO. Let us use the BGO to prepare the process flow diagram. And again, learning Signavio is difficult for me. That's what I asked to my manager. Then they said that, hey, Hari, uh, I mean, Signavio seems free, comes free with SAP. That's the reason we are using this time Signavio. We have to learn the Signavio. So there was one person who trained us how to use the Signavio, and we use it and we prepare the process flow diagram. Okay, okay, na Naresh.
Okay, sir.
Hey, Bala,
Hi, Hari.
Bala, Bala, I was waiting you
I joined.
because you had some questions. Sorry, I was little busy. Okay.
Okay.
There was some party function and other thing are going on, which is
Mm-hmm.
marriage season. So what was your question, please? I couldn't call you. You wanted to connect with me. So what was your question, please? You do have still that question doubt you want to ask, or
I
your
mean,
question?
okay. My question is like,
Mhm.
see, your organization is using ECC system, okay?
Okay.
So,
You're assuming that our organization is using ECC.
yeah, we assume that,
Okay.
yeah, we are using
uh,
ECC
ECC.
system.
Uh-huh.
the S4 HANA implementer suddenly ask questions like,
Uh,
we are having a, I mean, standard template which suits for IFRS. Okay.
huh.
So are you guys using IFRS,
Mm-hmm.
or whether the standard template, IFRS template, it's going to fit into your organization or not? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's the question. So how do we confirm that our organization mainly follows IFRS and any other principles, accounting principles? How do we know that?
So that you can see in the configuration in the ECC right now, how many ledgers you have,
Yeah,
and
I do
based on what.
understand. Yeah, I do understand that there are, I mean, leading ledger as well as a non-leading ledger, and there are two accounting principles. One is GAAP, I mean, generally accepted accounting principles, and another one
Mm,
is international accounting standards, nothing but
IFR.
IFRS. Okay,
Uh-huh.
sorry. But in ECC system, we just define these two, these two accounting principles, and
Mhm.
then there is no place wherein you assign these accounting principles directly to the company code. Am I right?
You link to the ledger.
Yeah, not the ledger. I mean, I believe in ECC we don't have a place where we directly link the accounting principles to the ledger, whereas we connect the accounting principles to the ledger group. My understanding is correct, right?
No, no. You can link your ledger with the accounting principle. And each ledger itself is also known as a ledger group. Okay.
That's correct. But I in ECC, I have gone through the entire configuration. I couldn't able to
then
find the.
maybe then maybe in your scenario they would have created a ledger group combining more than two or more than two ledgers, and they would
Okay,
have linked the accounting principle. But
okay.
it doesn't mean that you cannot link individual ledger with the accounting principle. That is also possible.
But I have not seen any place where we don't have a configuration where we can connect the ledger.
We have let me first show you.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think
please
in
show
the
me. That's the first question. My second question is,
huh,
when I look the ECC configuration, I mean, as I told, there is a leading ledger, non-leading ledger, and there are two
uh-huh.
accounting principles. But both the accounting principles are assigned on both the ledgers.
Okay, then okay, no problem.
So, so now the question comes: do you guys follow IFRS? Then I cannot say we only follow IFRS, because both the leading as well as non-leading ledgers assigned to both the generally accepted principles gap as well as to the IFRS. So which one is main? If you ask me, I think the accounting principle which is assigned to the leading ledger is the main principle. But in this case, both the ledgers are assigned to both the ledgers. So do I say we follow gap, or we follow IFRS, or we follow both?
Okay, so you are telling that two accounting principle is linked to the I mean both the accounting principle linked to the both the ledger. That's what you are telling, right?
Yes, yes. Leading ledger also assigned to gap, non-leading ledger also assigned to gap, leading ledger also assigned to IFRS, non-leading ledger also assigned to IFRS.
That I'm not sure why your
Yeah,
client
I
has
don't know
done.
why, but that's how the system is right now. But if somebody asks whether the standard template.
That I'm not sure. Only
Mhm,
one limitation I have seen in S4 HANA also,
mhm,
that we have assigned more than one accounting principle to leading ledger, because in the REFX area we are getting some error. Okay, so real estate area, except that we have not linked more than one accounting principle to single ledger. If I am following the ledger concept, if I am following the account approach, then I would have assigned. But again, if I am following the account approach, then why do I need two ledgers? Okay, so
mhm.
that I am really not sure why two accounting principle is linked to your both the ledger. That maybe you have to ask with your own
Yeah,
business.
but as I mentioned, there is no place where we directly assign the accounting principles to the ledger, but it's assigned to the ledger group. But if you take it, I mean, the ledger group is nothing but it's a ledger, because when we create a ledger, that
Huh,
itself creates, I mean, that itself,
ledger.
yeah, ledger group. So can you show me in the ECC where
This
we?
is the ECC. See, this is the ECC system. Here you have the option.
I'm not.
Assign account.
I don't think you are sharing your screen.
Oh, sorry. Let me share. I'm sharing.
Really?
Not able to see, Naresh?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Bala?
Mm,
Okay.
No, sir,
Can you?
visible, sir.
So this is the place you can
1 minute.
link.
I could able to see everybody is in the line, but I am not able to see your screen.
Can you rejoin then, Bala? Maybe
Okay, okay, okay. Let me rejoin
rejoin.
then. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I'm pulling him. Now can you see my screen?
Yeah, now it is coming. Okay.
Can you see?
Yeah. This one I know that in under the parallel accounting define here we are assigning the accounting principles to the ledger group that I understand. But as I see in S4 HANA, when you go to FinSC underscore ledger, you
Mhm.
see under the ledger itself there is a place where you can assign
But
the
if
accounting
that is
principle.
not there, then this is enough, na, for ECC.
Okay, that's what I asked. So there is no place in ECC where we will assign the accounting principles directly to the ledger.
See, this is
Uh,
also, this is the what directly you are assigning. See, that is one more place they have given flexibility is
okay,
given. But
understood.
that
So
even that is secondary thing. System gives priority to this also first. This
okay,
assignment in S4 HANA also. Okay.
yeah, in S4
So
HANA
this is
also we
important.
assign it, but in S4 HANA we can assign uh,
If you
the
don't
accounting
assign
principle.
in if you assign in Finesci underscore ledger, if you don't assign, it will not work. This is the first priority.
Okay, understood.
So in ECC in S4 HANA also this is there and it is the first priority. Otherwise it will not work. Your asset accounting and everything will not work.
Okay,
This
what
is
you
the
mean to
first
say that
priority.
irrespective of whether you assign it under
ECC or
FMS and
S4
the.
HANA, you have to
Mhm.
link here also, you have to link there also. Okay.
Okay, got it. So this is a
Got it.
question because in the configuration, what I am seeing is that both the ledgers are assigned to both the accounting principles. So
That part I'm not sure why they have done so, because generally when you're having the account approach where you have leading ledger and you want to get the parallel financial statement, then we link multiple accounting principle to single ledger, that we do. But you are again telling that I have two ledgers and you're following the ledger approach, and why they have linked two accounting principle to both the ledger. Only one thing comes in my mind, that is in REFX, because I have also faced this challenge. Okay. So we have linked, I mean, more than one accounting principle to one ledger, that we have done. Other than that, any legal thing, anything not coming in my mind, that you have to probably discuss with your business. Okay, right? Or
okay,
your support consultant or whoever, if you have any design document from the whoever implemented, if you have anything, maybe. Okay, because I don't think it will have any impact if you don't assign more than one accounting principle. Let's say if you're coming to S for HANA, assume, right? You're coming to S for HANA. Let's say if you want to remove one of the accounting principle, for leading ledger US gap, you want to keep, and for one more ledger, let's say L1 you have, that is IFRS. If you do this way also, you'll not have any impact other than REFX. In REFX, I have got one time system limitation. Other than that, I don't think it will have any impact. So if your business is asking, are we going to put same age it is? Your question should be no. Okay. You
hmm
should not tell that I'll be assigning two accounting principle to single ledger, because we are going to follow the ledger approach, and I don't think there is any limitation in S4 HANA that will ask you to assign two accounting principle for single ledger. Okay. So understand their reporting requirement also and confidently say that no, we are not going to link two accounting principle to single ledger. Is it clear, right?
Sorry,
Oth-
can you explain me the last sentence? We are not going to assign the accounting principle to the single ledger. You mean to say that?
I mean, two accounting principles are not required to link to single ledger.
Yeah,
There is
okay.
no
So we
such
can,
limitation in S4 HANA.
okay, so we can use, I mean, as I understand, like we can use
1:1 mapping. I mean, one
leading
is to
ledger
one.
for IFRS and
Huh.
non-leading ledger for local
That
reporting.
I can't say. That can be vice versa also. Okay, it depends client to client. But yes, if you are using that, you have to ask in with the client. Leading ledger follows which accounting principle, non-leading
Uh,
ledger follows which
Hari,
accounting.
but Hari, I mean, if we are using a non-leading ledger for an IFRS,
Mm.
then that will be creating an issue
Why?
when okay,
No,
it
why
means
it will create issue?
because non-leading ledger you are correct, you are assigning to the IFRS, okay,
Huh?
but if you assign it to the IFRS, it's a non-leading ledger. So the same non-leading ledger should be assigned to all the company codes. How do we use a single control
That
variable?
that that is not mandatory. See, non-leading ledger. If all the company goes want to follow, then only assign. If not required, not to assign. Simple. It's not mandatory ledgers, right? Let's say if I have some company code who do not want to produce the financial statement based on IFRS, I will not assign it.
Yeah, okay, in that case makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it, Hari.
Okay. Now. Yeah. So that was your question.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Great.
I'm confused by looking at the configuration because both the ledgers are assigned to both the principles. That's a reason I asked.
That I really can't say. Are you using RFX?
Means real estate?
Real estate, yeah.
No, we don't use.
Because in one of our project, I mean, real estate people were getting error. I didn't focus much because I had the work pressure during that time. So they were getting some error. They were asking us to assign, because it used to directly say that assign this accounting principle to this ledger, and we had already assigned one of the accounting principle. So they reached out to SAP, and SSP also said that yes, we have to link one more accounting principle. So that we have done it, but what was the root cause issue in the REFX that asked us to assign one more accounting principle, that I'm not sure. But except that scenario, I have not seen in the ledger approach we need to assign two or more than two accounting principle to single ledger. Okay, na
Okay.
Bala?
Uh-huh.
You follow one accounting principle, do every testing, configure, as and when you get error, then try to understand. But
Uh-huh.
initially, please try to assign only one accounting principle to one ledger only.
Okay, got it.
Okay, right? Then later, obviously, if there is some business scenario which maybe I am also not aware, but if it is part of your business process, you'll definitely get error. Correct? That time you understand. Maybe then you have to assign, but 99% time it is not required to assign two or more than two accounting principle to the single ledger if you are following the ledger approach.
Got it.
Got it now?
Mm, thank you.
Okay, okay, guys. Anybody has anything to say? Other, let us start the class.
Sir, I just wanted to request one thing, like like, if is it possible to finish our syllabus first and then we have a question answer sessions, because
That is, I
we are
understand. That's
utilizing
what.
our productive time. 1 hour is going daily on this chats only, and it is really very difficult to go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to discuss every topic once I cover the topic. Okay. Generally,
Yeah.
say I have not covered the ledger and currency setting, but Bala is asking because it's a requirement in his project. Generally, once I cover the topic, you'll not have all this doubt. It will be clarify. Okay. He has
Okay, sir.
called me, but as I said, I'm really little busy. I couldn't pick his call because I have some marriage in my home.
No, no,
So
no
that's the
problem, sir.
planning
I
time
just
is now
wanted
to
to
class.
I just
But
wanted to save
yes,
your energy for the productive
but
thing.
oh boy, but going forward, I'll also try to accept less question from the topic which I have not covered. You're getting? Once
Okay,
I
sir.
cover the
No problem.
topic, then only ask the question. If you have anything, I'll clarify. Because you'll have many doubt, right? And I have not covered the topic. So once I
See,
cover the topic, uh,
SAP is a ocean. Whatever you cover, not that is even not a 5% when we go outside the market. So
correct,
it
correct,
is, based on only experience and whatever struggle and we go, that is the only way to learn. You will only give us the confidence to stand there in the SAP field. That is the only thing is in your hand. Everything
correct,
else is our struggles, our problems and our issues and our scenarios. As soon as the project changes, the scenario changes, everything changes. So it's
correct.
all,
Uh, correct, correct, correct. That's true. That's true. Okay, so no problem. Sorry. I mean, I was understanding. Okay, but same. Huh? So going forward, what I'll do once I cover the topic, then you can ask any doubts. But since it was his business requirement, he called me offline, but unfortunately I couldn't attend his call. That's the reason I'm clarifying. I think it is one kind of fruitful for you guys, but again, given limited time, we have to utilize for class also. Now let's go back to class without further delay. Okay. Okay. Now